For a while, it was pretty rough, not gonna lie.
I mean, that is rough. Before the cameras were on, you literally have scars on like both sides of your leg, like the bottom lower on both of your legs as well.
I have 3 scars on each leg.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm terrified of like needles, surgery, or anything. So like, and then on top of that, the recovery.
Yeah.
And like, you know, like you said, you were playing amazing softball games and now you're kind of going through the recovery. So how long is the recovery?
That's the other thing with this like syndrome or whatever. It's so subjective. So like each individual is so different. So it's not like an ACL where there's like benchmarks to like each month or each week. It's kind of just like how you feel, which has been a struggle too, because it's like, well, some people are doing this at this week, but some people aren't. But like, then why am I not? Or whatever.
We've got Kally Meredith here from softball at FIU, like center mid outfield, right? You've had quite some seasons. It's been great. But we'll start from the beginning. So how did you kind of get involved in softball?
Wow. That's going way back. My dad played men's fast pitch. So he, I think, just wanted a few softball players. So me and my younger sister kind of got involved. It's a pretty big deal, like where I'm from in Wisconsin. And we just started playing like our travel or club there, just locally. And he started coaching us, and the rest is history. So
your dad was your coach growing up?
Yes.
How was that?
It was good.
You said that with a little gulp. He was hard on you, I'm assuming.
Yeah. I mean, I think all athletes who have been coached by a parent just know that it's rewarding, but there's also like cons to it too. But yeah, he coached my sister and I, and I mean, he's pretty much like the only true coach I've had my whole life. So a lot of my success is credit to him, even though I maybe didn't like him so much sometimes, but that's okay.
Is it kind of like a, you know, like when people are like, oh, you bring work home? Is it kind of like it just nonstop?
Exactly.
Like sometimes you just wanted a break from softball, but it was like the dinner conversation. Yeah. And I was like, Dad, I don't really want to be coached right now. I kind of want to be a 16-year-old. Like,
exactly. It was like softball came first. Softball came before everything. But it's the sacrifice you have to make if you want to be great at something.
And then how has the bond with your sister kind of been since you guys both played?
It's been good. She's actually a freshman at Virginia.
Oh,
so
nice.
This is her first year in college, and she likes it so far. And I think we kind of grew up together, just like playing it, but I was always 2 years older. So I kind of like went through it a little bit first, and then she would go through it too. So I think it was good that we both had each other, and that just someone that has been with you throughout the whole process, literally from the very beginning. So it's cool to see like how far we've grown together.
Was there ever like a time that you took on that older sister role, but like softball version?
Yeah, I feel like, well, in high school we played together for 2 years. That's really the only time we've been like on the same team for like a real team or an official team. And yeah, I think she always knew that like I had her back. So I think it was good when I went to college that she kind of had to figure it out for herself a little bit. And just, I think that was good for her though, because I feel like there's pros and cons to both. Again, like for me, having her and for her having me is just good to kind of go our separate ways and just be ourselves.
Were you guys competitive together at all? Or was it just more like you're both playing? Or were you guys kind of like...
Yeah, it was hard to be competitive with each other because we're both 2 different positions. Like she's a pitcher and a power hitter, and I'm an outfielder and a slapper. Okay. So it was like, it's hard to compare that, but we definitely have had our moments. But yeah, I feel like we aren't really super like competitive with each other. I know that like I'll push her to be more competitive, maybe like with the other team or whatever, and vice versa. But yeah, we weren't ever like, people always ask that, like, oh, would you like beef with your sister? And I was like, no. But we kind of just stayed away from each other. Like I don't really hit off of her that much. Like we just try to avoid that like that fight before it happens.
So obviously I feel like power hitter is in the name, but what is like a slapper?
It's basically a left-handed hitter that like uses the ground and like uses their speed. So like I'll bunt a lot, just try to pound it in the ground, like beat it out, just like basically get on base for the power hitters to hit them in.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like, usually steal a lot of bases, just use my speed to my advantage.
Oh yeah, you steal bases. You are known for stealing bases. First player in FIU history to steal over 40 bases.
Yeah.
How did you gain that style of play? Some people don't, like, you know, I was like doing rapid fire with some of your teammates yesterday and even asked like home run or stolen bases. And when I spoke to Kennedy Bird, she was like, I don't steal bases. So like, how did you adapt that style?
Well, I'm not very big, so I was always like super small growing up. So I was small and fast. So they switched me to the left side and I was like, well, you're not going to hit home runs, so you might as well like use your speed to your advantage. And it just kind of worked. And I was always coached growing up and in travel ball by really aggressive coaches. So they like, you get on base, like you're stealing. We don't care if the whole park knows you're stealing. Like, you're going and you better beat it out. And I was like, okay. So I feel like it's just normal for me to like get on and go. Like if he doesn't give me the steal sign, I'm like, okay, what are you doing? Like,
I got the pleasure to interview your roommate yesterday. And she also hailed from Wisconsin, followed you here. You were like a little bug in her ear trying to get her over here. So from your perspective, what were those conversations like?
Yeah, I know that she was looking for a new home out of the portal. And obviously I grew up with her. I know how good of a player she is and how much of an impact she would make here. So it's kind of a no-brainer for me to kind of make that connection. And if she... like, it was no hard feelings. If you liked it and you wanted to come here, like, great. But if you didn't, then great. But yeah, it's been fun to have her here.
So why did you choose FIU?
I wanted to be in Florida. So growing up, we always like vacationed in Florida. So I was looking at here and then FAU. And
don't let them know that.
Yeah, I know. At the time, I just visited both schools, and I just really liked the coaches here and what this school had to offer. Is just, I don't know, kind of felt like home. Like they always say, when you know, and I'm really glad that I ended up here.
Anything specific in your experience here playing that you knew that like Paige was going to have a good time here as well?
I think just in like the school in general and the atmosphere in general. I mean, it's really hard to not like it here when it's 80 degrees and sunny every day and there's a pool right outside of our dorm. And so just taking softball out of it, it's really easy to enjoy FIU. Now with softball, our coaches, I would say, are pretty much give us a lot of freedom. So with like Paige and Mai's game, because she's slapper too, if it's nicer when we can kind of like just do our thing. And our coaches were blessed that they let us do that. So I kind of like, we grew up the same, had similar coaches growing up. So I figured that if like I was okay with it here, that she would probably adapt as well.
Yeah, you guys have, she said how you grew up together since you were like 5.
Yeah.
And now you're living together in college. Yeah. Like, that's awesome. Like, what a core type of memory. And like, to be able to say like your college roommate was like also your childhood roommate. So
it's weird because it's like usually like college and home, like you probably know this, like when you go home, it's like you're at home, and in college, like it's your college friends, home is home friends. And it's like, she knows everything. So it's like, if I see something, like I can make a reference of someone from middle school and it's like, she knows who that is, where like our other teammates are like, who the heck is that? Like whatever. But yeah, so it's kind of fun.
And in your perspective, what is the biggest difference between Wisconsin and being here in Miami?
I'd say the weather. I mean, that's just a no-brainer. Like,
yeah, of course.
You're just happier here because it's warm.
So you have had a lot of amazing things happen to you all here at FIU. 2-time second team all conference. You're rated one of the best defense players in the nation, center field. And a lot more. You know, I could sit here and ramble off.
Whatever.
Although you just had surgery.
Yes.
So you've been sitting out of practice, sitting out of workouts. So what exactly happened?
I got diagnosed with chronic exertional compartment syndrome early this fall. And it's probably something that I've been dealing with, I would say, since high school. But it's just something that's like pretty manageable for the average person. But then when you're in college athletics and you're being asked to do a bunch of conditioning tests and just working out, running, and all that impact, the high impact activities, that's when it like flares up. And it got really bad last year. And so we kind of just like took it easy all spring. I pretty much only like ran when I had to. I didn't like do extra conditioning. I didn't run the bases at practice. Like, so we kind of just like, I was basically play only, like game only, which was fine. But for me, it's like, that's not the kind of player I am. Like, I don't want to have to not do conditioning, not run the bases at practice, like feel like I have to tone down like my work ethic because my body can't keep up when I'm 21 years old and super healthy.
Right.
So we kind of just did some more fishing and we found out that it was compartment syndrome and I got tested for it. And there was a bunch of different like options, but overall, I just think I kind of wanted a one and done, like get the surgery, not have to deal with it anymore. So it's been really hard, and anyone that, or any athlete or just anyone in general that has gone through surgery will know. But like, I feel like I have a different perspective for the game and just for injured athletes in general after like going through it. It's really like, it's a weird process, and it's like there's good days and bad days, but.
Take me through more of that perspective change.
Yeah. So after I got surgery, I like pretty much was bed rest for 2 weeks, which I didn't think like would be that bad, but when you can't walk, you like, there's a lot of simple things that just become so difficult. So even like getting out of bed and like walking to the bathroom or like taking a shower, like stuff like that you don't even think about, that you do every day. Those things become so hard, and it's just like, that's pretty like
mentally tolling.
Yes. Like
taxing.
It's
mentally taxing. Yeah.
It's like, wow, I used to be able to like go play a softball game, and now I can't even get up and walk to the bathroom by myself without like my mom helping me. Yeah. So not to say that like I won't ever be able to play a softball game again, but it was, for a while, it was pretty rough, not gonna lie.
I mean, that is rough. Before the cameras were on, you literally have scars on like both sides of your leg, like the bottom, lower, on both of your legs.
Yeah,
as well.
I have 3 scars on each leg.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm terrified of like needles, surgery, or anything. So like, I mean, if I had the heart and the stomach for needles and blood, maybe I would have been a nurse. Who knows? Probably not. But like, I can only imagine like what you're going through. Like just surgery, that's a lot of pressure. That's really scary to me. And then on top of that, the recovery. Yeah. And like, you know, like you said, you were playing amazing softball games, and now you're kind of going through the recovery. So how long is the recovery?
That's the other thing with this, like syndrome or whatever, it's so subjective. So like each individual is so different. So it's not like an ACL where there's like benchmarks to like each month or each week. It's kind of just like how you feel, which has been a struggle too, because it's like, well, some people are doing this at this week, but some people aren't. But like, then why am I not? Or whatever. The surgeon said 12 weeks until is about when you can like just start playing and like doing everything without thinking about it. But that's not to say that you're going to be just as fast or just as athletic or just as whatever at 12 weeks. So it's like, yeah, I'm playing, but I'm maybe not playing to the level that I was before. So he says up to 6 months for that, like that 110%. But I'm really hoping that for me, it's more of like the 3 to 4 month range, so that I can be 110% by season. But I just gotta rehab every day and say my prayers and work as hard as I can to get there.
So how are you kind of getting through this right now?
It's a good question. Honestly, I'm really looking forward to break, because I feel like just being home, like with my family, spend some time like with my boyfriend's family, that will be really nice, just to take a step back. But also my trainers, my parents have been a big help. They have a house in Fort Myers, so I go home a lot now just to get away from everything.
I'm sure like the reason why you like kind of want to be home so bad too is because you kind of have to perform right now. You know, like you still have to show up to practice. You still have to show up to workouts, and you want to be out there so bad. And, like, you still have to cheer your teammates on.
Yeah.
You still have to be, like, a good sport.
Yeah.
You still have to, like, not really show that you're really hurt right now. Like, it's a heartbreak.
Yes.
You know, like, softball's your love. And, you know, it's a little bit of a heartbreak right now. So you kind of want to get away and reset and, like, not have to deal with this pressure every single day of, like, faking it till you make it. You know? I know.
I feel like it is a fake it till you make it kind of thing. I don't want to get emotional.
It's okay if you get emotional because, I mean, I've sat down with a lot of athletes and sat down and I've experienced that, like, through, you know, talking with them, that when they do go through this surgery and these times that you're going through, like, they become the best version of themselves afterwards. And, like, when you talk to them, like, I mean, you're a junior right now. Like, I've talked to, like, 5th year or even seniors that, you know, maybe this happened, like, sophomore year or the year before. And they've become so grateful for the experience and, like, the character building. And, you know, they know that it was, like, probably the hardest. But, I mean, the people who show up for you during this time and, like, you know, the way, you know, maybe faith intercedes for you. And, like, I know that, you know, it's a turning point for you. It's so hard. I know. Yeah. I, like, feel for you. I understand. I cheered at UCF, and it's, like, I watched other athletes kind of go, like, my teammates go through it, but even, like, I know what it just feels like to, like, compete and have to, like, show up every day and, like, still, like, even when you're just, like, not doing well. Yeah. You know?
Well, and it's not even, like, I would still, like, I've been getting into practice a little bit the past few weeks and just dabbling, like, within softball, but it's like, yay, I'm practicing, but I'm not practicing to the level that I was before. It's like, yay, I'm practicing, but I can only do, like, a little bit, which I'm grateful to, like, be practicing, but it's just like it's like you're sticking your toe in the water, but, like, you just want to jump in. So it's just like, it's frustrating to be out there and, like, I'm getting fly balls, but I can't, like, go after the fly ball that I would normally catch. So it's just like, I don't know. It's frustrating and it's a process, but yeah, I've definitely heard and, like, through a lot of, obviously, like, talking to other people and just, like, prayer and all that, like, I think I'll eventually be grateful for, like, all of this. It's just
sucks right now.
Yeah.
It does. To be real, call it what it is. You know, it sucks. So how long ago did you get the surgery?
I got the surgery September 30th. So, like, 7 weeks.
A few weeks, like 2-3 months ago.
Yeah.
So, like, this fall. And you're a junior, so are you able to redshirt in case you aren't able to come back?
So I think it's 4 games to redshirt. Okay. So, like, even if I play a few games, then I'm just like, no, I'm not ready. I still can redshirt, but I'm really hoping that's not the case, but it's just out of my hands. Like, I feel like I'll know. Like, I've had, obviously, a lot of anxiety, like, about that, about what should I do? What if I play and I'm not ready, but then what if I redshirt and I could have played? But I feel like the time will come where I'll just know, and I just have to be confident in that decision and hopefully just have a support system around me that agrees. So.
Are there any teammates during this process that have, like, shockingly stepped up for you and, like, supported you in a way of, like, you know, like, maybe, like, you thought you were going to be really alone during this journey and now, like, they're stepping up in a different type of way for you?
Yeah, I would say just the whole team in general has stepped up. I think it's just weird. It's like a awkward place because it's like I'm so secluded almost, and not like in a bad way, but it's like they're all doing the team lift and I'm doing my own lift, or they're all at practice doing something and I'm hitting in the cage because I can't run, or so stuff like that. And yeah, like, I'll get my teammates to check in on me or whatever, but I would just say, like, just everyone kind of. My trainer has been a really big help. She's been there for me. but yeah, it's kind of just fun for yourself at this point once you get to college. So.
And your boyfriend's on the baseball team, right?
Yes.
So did you meet here?
We did.
Nice.
And he has been someone that has really helped me through this because he had Tommy John surgery 2 years ago. So he kind of just went through it. Right. So he's like, you got to trust me. You just got to listen to me. Like, you'll be fine. But he's been a lot of help.
What's the type of like advice that he's kind of given you through this, knowing that he's kind of been through it before?
Yeah, he just kind of like I don't know how to word this, like it's not that deep. Like it feels like it's a huge deal right now, and it feels like you're never gonna be back, or you're never gonna like be as good or whatever, but like eventually you will be. So he just is very into like trust the process, like you'll be fine, and just kind of puts everything into perspective for me.
What type of teammate are you kind of trying, and like role are you trying to kind of step into with the position that you're in?
Yeah, I think I've just been trying to be someone that the underclassmen can come to, because we have a lot of incomers and new people on the team. So obviously, like not being on the field, not that I don't have a say anymore, but you kind of feel, you take a step back and you can just kind of like observe, and I'm not gonna like barge in or whatever. Like I just feel like I try to just like let it happen, and if someone wants my 2 cents or I see something that I think I can help someone with, I'll say it. But for the most part, just watching them like get acclimated and watching them like take on roles has been a lot of fun, especially in the outfield. There's a lot of new outfielders, and just watching them all kind of like find their way out there has been fun. And something will happen and I'll say my 2 cents or yell like, "You could have caught that," or whatever. but yeah, I try to just take a step back and let other people step into other roles.
I think that is the best perspective you can have of investing in the underclassmen and freshmen, because you were there too. You know what it feels like. Freshman year sucks.
Freshman year sucks so bad.
So like I think that's like the best perspective you can have, is like investing in them and being there for them, because you always look up to the upperclassmen when you're an athlete. Like you just do. Like you want to be them, you want to be like them. And I'm sure a lot of them look up to you and have watched you before, and you might not even know if one of those freshmen was like, when they were a junior and you were a freshman, like stalking FIU's softball page and like, "Oh my God, Kally Meredith." Like you just don't know, like it's possible, because, when you're searching for your school, you look into it. So you just never know who's really watching you. So I think that's the best perspective.
I think this team has been doing a really good job of like including those teammates too. I know a lot of like the newcomers are mixed in with the returners, like in regards to like roommates and stuff like that. So that's made the transition a lot easier, it seems like. I'm a big believer in like, I don't care if you're a freshman, I don't care if you just got here, like you're a part of the team. And I think that the group of girls that we have now have really like made that an emphasis on like how we want to be, and we just like no returners, no incomers, no whatever, like we're just one. We're just one team. It's
a little shocking how many of you guys live on campus as upperclassmen. Is it just because like you guys don't want the traffic with Miami and it's just easier to be on campus? Or are they really nice? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're dorms, but they're apartments. So we have like our own room. We share a bathroom on one side, and then we have like a community, 4 girls to a kitchen and like a living room.
What is kind of like your goal for your comeback?
I think I just want to enjoy the game. So like not get too wrapped up in like, not that I do, but not get too wrapped up in like any stats or being better than last year or whatever. Just like enjoying the game and enjoying the moment and enjoying the time with my teammates, because like, I don't know, you never know when it can just be taken away from you again. So yeah. And winning. Yeah. I hope we do a lot of winning.
Of course. I know that it's been a short amount of time, but has there been anything that you've kind of learned personally about yourself?
I feel like I'm very aware of myself, and not like with how I'm feeling. And I'm like, I have very strong emotions that I wear like right on my sleeve. So I think just being able to like regulate your emotions and just like know what you're feeling and then know what you need, like, and how to like support yourself and be there for yourself, because ultimately like we're grown up now, like you don't have your mom and dad anymore to help you out. So just being able to like be like, okay, I need a break, or I need a day off, or I'm gonna go lay by the pool and tan because that's something that I like to do, and I deserve it, and not feeling like guilty about that.
I understand that feeling.
Yes.
Especially like being an athlete because you are just so hypervigilant. Like you are always busy. And then like, yeah, I understand like feeling guilty about resting.
Yes.
I know exactly that feeling.
Especially like in recovery. Like I'm like, there's always something I can be doing.
Right.
But it's like sometimes the best thing for me to do is literally just lay down and put my legs up to try to reduce inflammation. Like, and that's okay. So yeah, I feel like I've learned that about myself, that I don't like to take breaks. But sometimes you need to.
Sometimes they're healthy.
Sometimes you need to slow down.
Yeah. What are you studying?
Psychology.
That's right.
Yes.
So what is the thought process with that?
I have no idea.
Why psychology?
You can do so many different things with it. So like I can go into business, I can go into healthcare, I can go into coaching, I can do, like I feel like I can pretty much do anything with it.
One thing I've always heard is most people who study psychology are trying to figure out something about their own mind.
Really?
Yes.
I never heard that.
That's heard that
interesting.
Before?
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to think about that when I go to sleep and be like, what am I trying to discover about myself? But I feel like I am a very like why person.
Yeah.
Like even with like throughout my surgery and recovery, like I'm kind of, I wouldn't say bossy, but I'll just like, I like to know what's going on. Like when you're taking out my stitches, like I like to know like what it's going to feel like and why it's going to feel like that and why this side hurts more than this side. So just kind of like curious, I would say is a better word. Like I'm very curious about everything that they're doing to me. And like, so I feel like that makes sense with the psychology. Like why is this happening?
But have you loved living in Miami? Like
yes.
Being at FIU? Like what do you love most about being out here?
I love the sun.
Okay, fair.
A lot of people will say like, oh, Miami, like nightlife, like whatever. That's really not for me. Like I love laying at the pool and just like being in the sun, but in the beach. But a lot of people do like the city aspect of it. But to me, it's just like Florida.
Yeah.
I just like being in Florida.
Yeah, but Miami feels like another country. Like I live in Boca, so I'm like an hour from here. It's a lot calmer, less traffic, more beach towny.
Yes.
Do you think you'd stay here in the city, the busyness?
No. So my parents live in Fort Myers. Okay. So I like definitely like that vibe better. But also in Miami, like everyone just keeps themselves. Like you could literally be running down the street in like a chicken costume and no one like would look at you. They'd just be like, okay.
It's a city.
So that's nice about it.
City.
Like we'll do the craziest things, or just like when around Halloween, we'd walk through like campus in our Halloween costumes and everyone will just like look and laugh and then just keep walking. Like nobody.
I mean, that's
really
why
cares.
That's why people love Miami though, because it's chaos.
Yes.
Like, that's why they love it. You know, like I mean, hey, and you're 21 now.
Yes.
I mean, you can do whatever. You know, right now you're injured and you want the best case scenario.
Yes.
So like, you're going through one of the hardest times of your life right now as an athlete, and so just kind of like the version that you are right now and a message to, you know, when you're in your last year one day.
I don't know. What do I say?
I mean, it's you. You know yourself better than me. I mean, like, what do you hope for? You know, what do you envision for senior year? What do you hope for? Like,
that's a good one.
And like, you know, the trouble and struggles you're going through right now and what you want to overcome.
I hope that you are brave enough to achieve everything that you've wanted to achieve through softball, and hope you enjoy it and enjoy the moments with your teammates, and even the moments that aren't so great. I hope you enjoy it, because one day you'll just be a normal person and you won't be an athlete anymore, and I think I'll definitely miss it.
Here we go.
Oh gosh.
Thank you so much, Kally. It was so amazing getting to know your story and your journey, and I'll be praying for a speedy recovery for you. Of course. Thank you.